My name is Lily Castillo, and today I am getting married in Madrid. People call Madrid the heart of Spain, full of life and beauty, but I cannot feel any of that. I stand in a long white dress inside a quiet room in a mansion that belongs to a man I barely know. His name is Eduardo Serrano. He is powerful. He is feared. He is the leader of a Mafia family that controls more than anyone dares to admit. And he is about to become my husband. I look at myself in the mirror. My hands shake. My lips feel dry. There is no joy on my face. Only worry. Fear slowly moves in my chest. I try to breathe slowly, but it does not help. I do not want this wedding. I did not choose this man. I did not choose this life. But I had no other choice. My family owes Eduardo's family a debt so large that we could never repay it. My father tried to hide it, but lies do not survive in a world where men like Eduardo exist. The door opens without a knock. A woman walks in, one of Eduardo's guards. She is tall, strong, and serious. Her name is Anna, and she rarely speaks. "It is time," she says. Her voice is calm, but I can feel the message behind it. There is no room for refusal. I follow her through the hallway. The walls of the mansion are covered in dark art from Barcelona and Valencia. Expensive paintings. Gold frames. Everything is cold and heavy. I think about how strange it is that I am walking to my own wedding while feeling like a prisoner being taken to another cell. My mother waits at the door that leads to the ceremony room. Her eyes are red. She tries to smile at me, but the smile shakes. "You look beautiful," she whispers. I try to smile back, but the smile does not reach my eyes. She knows this. She knows I am not ready. She knows I am being pushed into a life full of danger. But she still holds my hands tightly because she thinks this is the only way to protect our family. The music starts. Slow and deep. I take a step into the ceremony room. There are about 30 people there. All of them stand. They do not smile. They watch me with sharp eyes. Some have guns under their jackets. This is not a normal wedding. This is a promise. A contract. A signal to everyone in Spain that Eduardo Serrano has joined with another family, and he is stronger now. And then I see him. Eduardo stands at the end of the aisle. He wears a black suit that fits him perfectly. His dark hair is brushed back. His jaw looks sharp and tense. His eyes are cold, but focused on me like nothing else exists. He is handsome, but his presence feels like a storm. Something strong. Something dangerous. As I walk toward him, I hear whispers among the men in the crowd. She is the Castillo girl. The one for the alliance. She looks scared. She should be. I keep my eyes forward. My legs feel weak. When I reach Eduardo, he does not take my hand. He only nods slightly, as if this is a business meeting and not a wedding. The man leading the ceremony begins to speak. I hear his words, but they feel distant. My mind drifts. I think about Seville, my favorite place in Spain, where the streets are bright and warm. I think about the quiet nights I had before all of this. I think about the life that is ending today. "Eduardo Serrano," the man says. "Do you take Lily Castillo as your wife?" Eduardo's answer comes fast. "I do." No emotion. No warmth. Only certainty. Then the man turns to me. "Lily Castillo, do you take Eduardo Serrano as your husband?" My throat closes. I feel every eye in the room on me. I feel Eduardo's gaze, heavy, waiting. I know what will happen if I say no. The debt. My family. Everything at risk. I feel the fear push me, and before I can think, "I do," I whisper. The room grows even more silent. The ceremony ends. The applause is soft but tense, as if no one wants to make too much noise. Eduardo steps closer to me. He places one hand on my lower back. His touch is warm, but the pressure is firm. Controlling. You will be safe now, he says quietly. His voice is deep. As long as you understand the rules. I look up at him. What rules? He leans down slightly. Loyalty. Obedience. Silence. My heart drops. This is not a marriage. This is a cage. We walk out of the ceremony room together. People watch us. Some nod to him with respect, others with fear. No one looks at me with kindness. I am not a bride to them. I am a piece in their world. The sun outside is bright as we step into the courtyard. Madrid feels loud and alive, but I feel numb. Eduardo's men follow close behind us. Eduardo does not speak to me. He only holds my arm and leads me to a black car waiting at the entrance. Before I enter, he finally looks at me again. His eyes are dark and unreadable. You belong to me now, Lily, he says. No one touches what is mine. I feel cold inside. His words sound like chains. The car ride is silent. Madrid's buildings pass by the window, the Royal Palace, Plaza Mayor, the busy streets where people laugh and live without fear. I wonder what it feels like to be free. Eduardo finally speaks. You will live in my house in Marbella. It is quiet. Private. No one enters without my permission. Marbella. A place of beaches and warm air. A place people go for peace. But for me, it will be something else. Do you expect me to be happy about this? I ask softly. He looks at me without emotion. I expect you to accept it. His voice is calm, but the strength in it is unshaken. He is not used to anyone questioning him. We arrive at a private airstrip outside Madrid. A small jet waits for us. We board the plane. The inside is luxurious, but I cannot enjoy it. I sit across from him. He types on his phone, focused, powerful, always in control. I watch him for a moment. His face is hard to read. He is a man who carries danger in his silence. A man who looks like he has lived a life full of violence and secrets. A man who now controls my future. After a long time, he sets his phone down. You will have everything you need, he says. Clothes. Security. Space. But you will not leave Marbella without my approval. So I am a prisoner, I say. His jaw tightens. You are my wife. I feel a twist in my chest. I do not know which word feels worse. He watches me closely. His eyes drop to my hands, still shaking. His voice softens a little. You are afraid, he says. I look away. Should I not be? He does not answer for a moment. Then he speaks in a low tone. I do not hurt without reason. Those words do not comfort me. The flight continues in silence. I stare at the clouds outside the window. I think about what my life will become. I think about Eduardo's cold gaze, his strong presence, his unshakable control. I do not know him, but I can feel something under his calm surface. Something dark. Something broken. Something dangerous. And now I am tied to it. When the plane lands in Malaga, the wind is warm. The sky is bright. We drive to Marbella in a long black car. The coast looks beautiful, calm, peaceful. But inside me, nothing is calm. We arrive at Eduardo's house, a large villa near the water. White walls. Tall palm trees. Guards at the gates. A place that should feel like paradise, but feels like a fortress. Eduardo opens the car door for me. His expression is unreadable. Welcome home, he says. His words sound final. Heavy. Unbreakable. And as I step inside the villa, I feel something deep inside me whisper that my life will never be the same again. The villa in Marbella is quiet when I enter, but it is the kind of quiet that feels heavy. Like the air itself is watching me. The floor is polished stone. The walls are white. The large windows show the sea outside, blue and endless. It should feel beautiful, but it feels distant, as if beauty does not belong to me anymore. Eduardo walks ahead of me, and I follow because I do not know what else to do. He moves with calm steps, confident, controlled. Every part of him holds power. He stops in the living room and turns to me. "This place is safe," he says. "No one comes here unless I allow it." I look around. It feels empty. He studies my face. "You will get used to it." I am not sure I want to. A woman enters from the hallway. She is in her late 50s, with soft lines on her face and dark hair in a bun. She gives me a gentle smile, the first warm smile I have seen since the wedding. "This is Rosa," Eduardo says. "She keeps the house in order." Rosa nods at me. "Welcome, Señora." Her kind tone surprises me, and it brings a small amount of comfort. Eduardo's voice becomes firm again. "Rosa will show you your room." I look at him, confused. "My room?" "Yes," he says. I wait, hoping he will explain, but he does not. He only turns toward the stairs. Rosa touches my arm softly. "Come," she says. "I will take you." As I follow her, I look back at Eduardo. He stands still watching me, his eyes dark and unreadable. I cannot tell if he is distancing himself or protecting something inside him that I cannot see. The room Rosa leads me to is large, with a balcony that faces the sea. The bed is soft, the air smells like jasmine, and the sunset shines through the curtains. It is beautiful, but it does not feel like mine. Rosa notices my silence. "I know this is strange," she says gently, "but you will be all right." I sit at the edge of the bed. "Do you know why this is happening?" She hesitates. "I know enough." She looks at me with careful eyes. Eduardo is a man who carries many burdens. He does what he must. It does not mean he likes it. I ask the question that has lived inside me for days. Does he want this marriage? She sighs. He wants what keeps his world in order. That answer confuses me more. But before I can ask again, she stands. "If you need anything, I am close," she says. Then she leaves. When the door closes, the room feels too large, too quiet. I walk to the balcony. The evening breeze touches my face. The sea is calm. People walk on the beach far below. They laugh. They live. Their world looks simple. Mine feels like a storm. I sit outside until night comes. My thoughts are heavy. I keep asking myself why Eduardo chose this path. Why he chose me. Why fate did not give me time to escape. I do not hate him, but I fear him. His silence. His strength. His power. A soft knock pulls me back into the room. "Lily," Eduardo says from the doorway. I feel my pulse rise. I stand slowly. He steps inside. The moonlight outlines his figure. His eyes move around the room, then settle on me. "Are you settling in?" he asks. I do not know how to answer. I don't know. His jaw tightens slightly. "You will learn to live here." My voice is quiet. Why do I have a separate room? He takes a slow breath. "Because this marriage is not built on trust yet." His words cut deeper than I expect. "You forced me," I say. "Yes," he answers without hesitation. "But I will not force everything." He steps closer. His presence fills the room like heat. His voice lowers. "You are my wife, but I will not touch you unless you accept it." My heart races. I did not expect that. A strange mix of relief and confusion moves through me. "Why?" I ask softly. He looks at me for a long moment. "Because I do not want a wife who fears my hands." The words sound honest, but his eyes hold something darker. Something he does not want to show. Before I can speak again, he turns toward the door. Dinner will be ready soon, he says. Come downstairs when you are able. Then he leaves. I sit on the bed, trying to slow my breathing. His words echo in my mind. He is dangerous, but he has boundaries. He is cold, but not cruel. He does not want my fear, but he accepts it as part of our reality. I do not know what to make of him. At dinner, the table is long and elegant. Candles glow softly. The food smells rich and warm. Eduardo sits at the end of the table. I sit on the side. Rosa brings plates to us, then steps away discreetly. I pick at my food. My appetite is gone. Eduardo notices. You are not eating, he says. It is hard, I answer. I feel like nothing is real. He leans back. It will become real with time. I don't want this life, I say. He watches me closely. I know. Then why keep me in it? I ask. Why not let me go? His fingers tap the table once. Because letting you go would destroy your family. There it is, the truth that traps me. He continues, voice steady. Your father's debt is not small. Many men want what he cannot pay. I am the only one who stepped in. I swallow. And your price was me. Yes. The honesty stings, but it is better than lies. I lift my eyes to him. Do you feel anything about this? A moment passes before he answers. I feel responsibility. And nothing else? His jaw tightens. I do not allow myself more. I look down. His words make him sound like a man who built walls so high even he cannot climb them. He stands. The chair moves back softly. Come, he says. Where? He leads me outside to the back of the villa. The night air is warm. The sea waves are soft. Lights from the distant shore glow faintly. He walks toward the edge of the terrace and stops. This, he says, pointing toward the water, is the only place where I feel calm. I step beside him. The view is peaceful. For a moment, silence rests between us. It is not heavy this time. It is almost gentle. I did not want a wife, he says quietly. Not now. Not like this. I feel a chill. Is that supposed to comfort me? No, he says. It is the truth. I turn to him. What do you expect from me? Honesty, he says. Loyalty. And that you live. The last words surprise me. He steps back from the terrace. I will not keep you long. Rest. Tomorrow you will see your new life. He begins to walk away, but I speak before he reaches the door. Eduardo. He stops. I swallow, unsure why I am saying this. I do not know you. And I do not trust you. But I will try not to fight every breath of this. He turns his head slightly. That is all I ask. Then he leaves me under the night sky, alone with the sound of the sea and the strange feeling that something deep has shifted. Not much, just a small change. But enough to make my heart beat in a different rhythm. I look at the dark waves and whisper to myself, this marriage may break me. But somewhere inside, a quiet thought rises. It may also change him. I wake early the next morning, long before the sun rises fully. My sleep was shallow. Every sound in the villa felt new and uncertain. I sit up slowly and look around the room. The sea outside the balcony glows with soft light. For a moment, I forget where I am. Then everything returns, the wedding, the flight, the cold look in Eduardo's eyes. I step onto the balcony. The air is fresh. The waves hit the shore in a slow rhythm. Marbella looks peaceful. It is strange to think I am trapped in a place that looks like paradise. When I turn around, I see Rosa entering the room with a tray. Good morning, she says gently. I thought you might want breakfast here. I appreciate her kindness. Thank you. She places the tray on the small table. Warm bread, fruit, and tea. The simple food feels comforting. You will meet some of the staff today, Rosa says. Eduardo wants you to know who is in the house. Are there many people? I ask. Not many. Only those he trusts. That word again, trust. I wonder if it means the same to him as it means to me. After breakfast, I dress in a simple dress and follow Rosa downstairs. A few people greet me politely. A gardener. A cook. 2 guards. They all seem respectful, but distant. Their eyes hold caution, as if unsure how close they should come to the new wife of their boss. When I enter the living room, Eduardo is there, speaking quietly with one of his men. He wears a dark shirt and stands with his hands in his pockets. When he sees me, he ends the conversation with a short nod. Good morning, he says. His voice is calm, but I can feel him observing me. Every detail. Every move. Good morning, I answer. He gestures for me to follow him. We walk through the villa until we reach a large office with tall shelves, maps, and documents spread across a desk. The room smells like leather and wood. This is where I work, he says. I step inside carefully. The space feels heavy with secrets. He watches me. You should understand the world you are in now. I turn to him. I do not want to be part of this world. He nods once. I know. But it belongs to you now, even if you never touch it. I walk closer to the desk. On one map, I see cities marked with red lines: Madrid, Valencia, Barcelona, Malaga. I stare at them. What does this mean? I ask. He stands beside me. It means control, movement, power, protection. Protection from who? His eyes grow darker. People who would destroy what I built. And what you built requires me as part of it? I ask. He exhales slowly. Your family's alliance protects more than you understand. I hold the edge of the desk. What am I supposed to do here? Live, he says. Learn the house. Move freely inside it. Do not fear the staff. They will not harm you. Can I go outside? Yes, he says. On the property. And beyond it? I ask. His voice lowers. Not yet. I look away. A caged bird in a golden home. He steps closer. Lily. I turn back slowly. You are not my prisoner, he says. You are my wife. But without choice, I whisper. Something in his eyes flickers. Pain or regret, or something he does not want me to see. He straightens. There is something else. I wait. You will stay close to the villa today, he says. There is tension in Malaga. A shipment was taken last night. My heart races. What does that mean? It means someone is testing me, he says. And when people test me, I do not ignore it. He does not raise his voice. He does not threaten. But the cold strength in his words makes my arms tighten. Are you in danger? I ask. His expression softens for a moment. Danger is part of my life. It does not reach you unless someone is foolish. He pauses, then adds, I will not allow harm to come to you. A strange warmth moves through my chest. I do not want to feel it, but it is there. After he leaves, I wander the villa. I explore the gardens, the pool, the library. It is a beautiful place, but it feels too quiet, too controlled, too far away from the world. Later in the afternoon, I walk to the beach just behind the villa. The sand is warm. The sea is calm. For a moment, I let myself breathe. But then I hear a voice behind me. You should not be alone here. I turn quickly. A tall guard stands a few steps away. His face is expressionless. I am just walking, I say. It is not safe today, he replies. Eduardo told us to stay close. I nod and return to the villa. Even the beach is not truly mine. The rest of the day passes slowly. When night comes, I hear raised voices from Eduardo's office. I move closer, quiet, careful. Who took it? Eduardo asks. His voice is low, but tense. We do not know, a man answers. But it was planned. Another voice adds, there were no survivors. My breath catches. I know I should not listen, but I cannot move. Eduardo speaks again. Find them. All of them. No mistakes. His voice carries an edge I have not heard before. Cold. Dangerous. Final. The door opens suddenly. One of his men steps out and sees me. He stiffens. Señora. Eduardo appears behind him, and his eyes lock on mine. Lily, he says, calm but firm. Come inside. My heart beats fast as I enter the office. He closes the door behind me. The room feels smaller than before. Were you listening? He asks. I swallow. Yes. He leans against the desk. What you heard is not your burden. It is my life now, I say. Everything you do affects me. His eyes narrow. I do not want you involved in this. I am already involved. Silence stretches between us. He closes his eyes for one moment, then opens them again. Come with me. He leads me to the terrace outside his office. The night air is warm. The sea is dark. He stands close enough that I can feel his heat, but not close enough to touch me. This is not the life I wanted for you, he says. The honesty in his tone surprises me. But you took it anyway, I say. His gaze meets mine. I did. Why? He looks out at the sea. I needed the alliance. But that is not the full truth. I wait. He never rushes his words. Your father once saved my life, he says. Years ago, in Barcelona. I stare at him. I did not know that. You were young, he says. He hid many things. He was a good man. But he made mistakes. Big ones. Deadly ones. When he came to me, asking for help, I remembered what I owed. And the payment was me, I whisper. His voice softens. Not at first. I tried to protect him without touching you. But the men he owed, they wanted more. They wanted blood. They wanted your family destroyed. Why did it have to be me? I ask, my voice shaking. Because I knew they would not dare touch the wife of Eduardo Serrano. I feel tears rising. Not from sadness, but from the weight of everything. So you saved me by taking my freedom, I say. Yes, he answers quietly. I did. The truth falls between us, heavy and real. For the first time, the walls around him seem to crack. I see not only the Mafia boss, but the man underneath, a man shaped by loyalty, violence, and impossible choices. I speak in a soft voice. Do you expect me to forgive you? No, he says. But I expect you to survive. I step closer, not because I trust him, but because I want to understand him. Will your enemies come after you? I ask. Yes, he says without fear. Will they come after me? He looks at me with sharp certainty. Not while I breathe. His voice is a promise. A threat. A vow. And something inside me shifts again. I do not love him. But I am no longer sure I can hate him. The next morning feels different. Heavy. The villa is quiet, but not peaceful. It is the kind of quiet that comes before something dangerous. I feel it the moment I open my eyes. I dress quickly and step outside my room. 2 guards stand near the stairs. They nod at me with unusual tension in their faces. Where is Eduardo? I ask. In the office, one of them answers. I walk toward the office, my heartbeat rising. When I reach the door, I hear voices again. Firm. Sharp. Something is wrong. Eduardo opens the door before I can knock. His expression is cold, focused. But when he sees me, something softer flashes in his eyes. You should be in your room, he says. I heard voices. What is happening? He closes the door behind him, blocking the room from my view. His jaw tightens. Stay inside the villa today, he says. No walks. No beach. Why? He hesitates, then answers, the men who took my shipment are closer than I expected. A chill moves down my spine. How close? Close enough, he says. I study his face. He looks calm, but his eyes are darker. More dangerous. He has lived with danger for so long that he wears it like skin, but even now I can sense a deeper worry. Are they coming for you? I ask. Perhaps. Are they coming for me? He steps forward, closer than he has ever been, his voice low and steady. I will not allow that. I believe him. I do not know why. I should fear him, hate him, reject everything about him. But standing here, hearing the certainty in his voice, I feel something else rise inside me. Trust. Small, fragile, but real. He gently touches my arm. A simple touch, but it sends warmth through me. Stay close to the guards, he says. I need to deal with this fast. I swallow hard. Will you be safe? His gaze holds mine. I have survived worse. But he does not turn away. His hand stays on my arm. And his voice softens. Stay alive, Lily. That is all I ask. He leaves quickly after that, heading outside. I watch from the window as he speaks to several men near the cars. His posture is strong, commanding. But I can see the weight on his shoulders. The danger pressing in. Hours pass slowly. I try to read. I try to rest. But each moment feels longer than the last. When lunchtime comes, I cannot eat. Rosa brings me soup, notices my shaking hands, and sits beside me. He will come back, she says softly. Can you promise that? I whisper. She hesitates. Eduardo is not an easy man to defeat. But he is not invincible. No, she agrees. But he does not fight alone. I want to believe her, but fear grips me too tightly. Late in the afternoon, I step onto my balcony again. The sky is pale, the sea restless. And that is when I hear it. A loud crack, like a gunshot. I freeze. My breath stops. Another sound follows. Shoutings. Running. Then silence. Rosa. I call out. She rushes to my room. What was that? I ask. Inside, she demands. Stay away from the balcony. Fear twists in my stomach. Is it them? We do not know, she says. Her hands tremble as she locks the balcony doors. Please, Lily. Stay close. But then the door downstairs slams open. Heavy footsteps. Voices. Rosa looks at me, fear filling her eyes. Stay here, she says. Do not move. She runs out, leaving me alone. I stand still, breathing fast. The villa is filled with noise. Boot steps. Shouting. Something crashing. My heart pounds so hard it almost hurts. Then I hear a voice I recognize. Find her. Not Rosa's voice. Not Eduardo's. A stranger. The room feels smaller. The walls feel too close. I look at the door, knowing it is not strong enough to stop a man with a weapon. I back up slowly until my knees hit the bed. The footsteps stop right outside my room. I hear a click. Someone is unlocking my door. I whisper, please no. The door swings open. A man steps inside. Tall. Rough face. Cold eyes. There you are, he says. I cannot breathe. I cannot move. He steps toward me. You're the Serrano wife, he says. The perfect little weakness. My body shakes. I step back until my back hits the wall. Stay away from me, I whisper. He smirks. I don't think so. He pulls out a knife. My legs turn weak. I try to scream, but no sound comes out. He steps closer. And then, suddenly, a gunshot. The man falls sideways with a loud thud. Blood spreads across the floor. Behind him stands Eduardo, holding a gun, his face darker than a storm. For a moment, silence fills the room. He is breathing hard. His eyes burn like fire. Are you hurt? He asks. I shake my head, trembling. He steps toward me. I expect coldness, distance. But instead, he takes my face gently in his hands. His touch is warm and shaking faintly, as if he is holding back emotion he never wanted to show. Lily, he whispers. They touched my home. They came near you. His voice breaks slightly. The first crack I have ever heard in his strength. I could not let them take you, he says. I feel tears gather in my eyes. I thought you would not come. His grip tightens. You are my wife. I will always come. Then he pulls me into his chest. Strong arms wrap around me. My body collapses against him. I feel his heartbeat. Fast. Hard. Alive. For the first time, I feel safe in his arms. I do not know how long we stand like that, holding each other. When he finally releases me, his face is different. Softer. Less guarded. He brushes a tear from my cheek with his thumb. You should not have seen this, he says. But I did, I whisper. And now you understand why I keep you close. I nod slowly. I understand. He takes a slow breath. I never wanted you in danger. I know. He looks into my eyes. You were brave. I was terrified. His lips almost smile. Bravery is not the absence of fear. He leads me out of the room, keeping my hand in his. Guards rush in, clearing the hall. The villa is tense, but controlled. Eduardo moves with purpose, protecting me with every step. When we reach his office, he closes the door and faces me. These men will not touch this house again, he says. Who were they? I ask. The ones who wanted what your father owed, he answers. And they decided to test me by coming for you. I feel a cold wave move through me. So it was always about me. His jaw tightens. No. It was about breaking me. I look at him. Did they? He meets my eyes without fear. No. Because you are still here. Silence fills the space between us. Not heavy like before. Something warmer. Something dangerous in its own way. Lily, he says, stepping closer. You asked me once what I feel about this marriage. I swallow. Yes. I feel everything I should not feel, he says quietly. My heart beats faster. I was not supposed to want this, he continues. Not you. Not a wife. Not a weakness. I am not your weakness, I say. He touches my face again, slower this time. You are, Lily. And I find I do not care. My breath catches. My body trembles, not from fear, but from something deeper. He leans in slowly, giving me space to pull back. I do not pull back. His lips touch mine. The kiss is not rushed. It is careful, controlled, full of unspoken words. His hands hold my face gently, as if he is afraid I will disappear. My own hands rest on his chest, feeling the strength beneath his calm exterior. When he pulls away, his forehead rests against mine. You belong to no one, he whispers. But I want you to choose me. My voice shakes. I did not choose this life. I know, he says. But maybe you can choose what we become. I look into his eyes. Dangerous. Broken. Loyal. Protective. Everything I feared, and everything I am slowly drawn toward. Tell me something, I whisper. If I choose you, will you choose me? He does not hesitate. Yes. The word feels like a vow. I take a deep breath. Then I choose to try. A breath escapes him. Relief. Warmth. Something human. He takes my hand and lifts it to his lips. Then I will give you a life worth choosing. We stand together, bound not by fear anymore, but by something new. Something fragile, but growing. Something we both understand will change everything. As his fingers lace with mine, I whisper the truth I never planned to admit. I never wanted to be a mafia wife, but I cannot imagine my life without you now. Eduardo's arm wraps around my waist, pulling me closer. Then stay, he says softly. Not because of fear. Not because of the debt. Stay because you want to. And for the first time since the wedding, I know the answer without doubt. I will. The danger is still out there. The world he lives in will never be safe. But in his arms, I feel strong. In his eyes, I feel seen. And in his heart, finally, I feel chosen.